Hello, welcome back to my channel, the channel to answer all your wedding planning needs. Today we are going to do part 2 of hearing from Adam, who is a wedding videographer from Creative Spark Films, and he's going to answer a whole load of questions about how easy it is to book a videographer, what are some common misconceptions, what his pricing structure is like, all that sort of thing. Adam is absolutely brilliant. I've worked with him loads, and let's just go ahead and listen to what he has to say.
Hello, I'm Adam and I'm the face behind Creative Spark Films. I'm a wedding videographer and I'm based just outside of Letchworth in Hertfordshire. In terms of my booking process, so from my inquiry, I have an inquiry form on my website which will ask a few questions about the day just to get an idea of you guys as a couple, where you're, your wedding date, where you've booked, if you've booked your photographer yet, things like that. And from there, if you're happy with the package I offer and my price, then I'll arrange to book a consultation, whether that be on Zoom, which has been what I've been doing more recently because of obvious reasons, or we'll meet up for a coffee or a beer or a wine if you'd prefer, and we'll just kind of talk about your whole day. So what I will do is go through my whole approach and how I film everything. I'll bring my cameras along, my recorders for capturing the good quality audio, and I'll just explain how everything works so you know exactly what I'd be doing on your wedding day, basically. And then we'd run through any questions that you guys have, make sure you're happy with everything, and if you're then happy to book, I will set you up on my CRM system. I will send you everything over. You've got a contract in there which you can sign digitally, which keeps everything simple and in one place. There's also a questionnaire which asks you all the questions of the day, things that I need to know like timings, addresses, who's giving a speech, is anyone giving a reading, things like this I need to know ahead of time so that I can prepare myself, know if I need to mic anyone up, set up cameras in certain areas if there's anything special happening that I don't know about. So that's all online as well, so you can fill in that questionnaire and update that as and when, if anything changes. I can jump into that portal as well and check throughout your booking process just to see if anything's been updated throughout. And then the invoice is on the last page. So the booking fee is £400 to me to book the date and secure it. Once you've done that and signed the contract, that date's yours. We're all good and booked in. No one's going to take that date from you. And then the remaining balance is due 4 weeks before the wedding. And that can all be managed in that. It's basically like your own website for you guys. So it's all there, one place, nice and simple, nothing gets lost. And yeah, once that's all booked in, then we're good to go. I will keep in touch with you. I do kind of suggest we follow each other on Instagram if you use that, just so that we can kind of feel like we get to know each other a bit more before the wedding. I can see what your interests are. You can see me at weddings and what I'm up to as well. And then by the time the wedding comes around, it'll feel like we know each other, or we're friends before I walk into the morning preparation. So that's how I like to kind of do it. So yeah, that's my full booking process. The most common misconception when it comes to wedding videography, I would say, one, the price. I think people think it's a lot more expensive than a wedding photographer, which is not the case at all. Prices vary massively on photography and videography, so don't just be put off because you think it's going to cost 10 times more than a photographer. That's often not the case. Another big one I find is that people feel that if they're having their wedding filmed, it's going to be this big scary thing where they've got like a big TV crew come in and they've got big microphones and lights and they're holding cameras on their shoulders, and it's something that's going to put them off their day. It doesn't have to be like that at all. As you'll know from my approach, I use a handheld camera and everything's done. I mean, a lot of the time people think I'm a photographer at weddings. They're asking for photos and I have to tell them I'm filming. No one knows that I'm filming. With technology nowadays, you can create like beautiful wedding films off a tiny mirrorless Sony camera, basically, which is what I do. So yeah, don't feel like it has to be this big thing if you're getting your wedding filmed. A lot of my couples afterwards say we didn't even notice that you were capturing this when it happened, stuff like that. And that's how I want it to be. So don't be put off having a wedding film just because you might be a bit shy or nervous. We can talk about that. We can chat in the consultation about things you might be worried about, and I can make the day as stress-free as possible for you. In terms of my prices, I offer just one package. I like to keep it simple. I've done that right from the start. I include everything that I think a couple would want in terms of getting wedding films, and I don't overcomplicate it with add-ons or anything like this. I think it's confusing enough out there in the wedding industry. If you're trying to book a wedding videographer and you've got all these different packages and things to add on, couples don't often know what they want or what they should have. So I like to put it all in one package, say this will cover you for everything, and then this is my price. So my package includes 4 videos. So for that you get the full ceremony from start to finish, the whole thing captured, the full speeches from start to finish, all of that in one video, no matter how long either of those are. I then do a 15 to 20 minute feature film, which is like all the highlights of the day. So that will be clips from bride preparations, morning preparations, all the way up to about an hour after the first dance, so people on the dance floor. And throughout the day, I will take little snippets from the ceremony, speeches, and overlay clips over the top of that, basically, to just tell the story of the couple. Yeah, all the best bits condensed into 15 to 20 minutes, or look at it as about 4 songs worth, roughly. So that's your third video that you get from me, and I then offer a 4th video, which is that 15-minute video cut down again to about 6 to 8 minutes, and that will be an even more refined version of the 15-minute video. Easier for you to share online and with family and friends. It's not a massive file size, and it's also a lot shorter to watch if you just want to sit down quickly and kind of see all the best bits of your wedding day. So that's my package, and my price for that is £2,000. That is everything done in that one package, simple, no add-ons, nothing to worry about. I don't have any cut-off points in terms of hours on the day. I generally just work from the bridal preparations in the morning all the way up to I've got enough dancing footage, basically. Yeah, keep it simple. That's kind of how I like to operate. So the best way to get in touch if you'd like to book with me or just have a chat about wedding videography in general is to go to my website. So on there I have an inquiry form which you can fill in. That will come straight to my email, and then I can set you up on my system to make sure that we can have a chat from there, and yeah, go to see if you want to book me from then. That's probably the best way. I do get a lot of inquiries on Instagram as well, and that is fine. If it's easy for you to just drop me a quick DM, then I'm happy to speak to you on there as well. So, but yes, the main point of contact generally is my website, because all my wedding films are on there. You can see if you like my style, if it matches what you're after. I've got my prices on there, so you can see exactly what my package includes and if that suits you guys, and then obviously inquire from then, and hopefully we can get you guys booked in.
Thank you so much, Adam, for your insight. It's just amazing to hear all of the details of how to book you and what it's like to work with you. We're so glad for all of that helpful information. If you guys want to hear more about what Adam's like to work with, then go ahead and watch part 1, which was last month, and make sure you hit subscribe for so many more interviews with amazing wedding suppliers, so that you can kind of get to know what you need to do when you're wedding planning.